That hand clap loud as fuck.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's the same level as the beat. Let's go. What's good, family? Oh, I see y'all. Miss Ravioli. That's funny. We start damn near every show saying Miss Ravioli. Kind of ravioli you be making? Cheese ravioli. I hope it's cheese. Digger like lobster ravioli, probably.
I sure do.
I bet you do. Your lobster ravioli eating.
I sure do.
Your lobster mac and cheese looking.
Give me all my
Sergio Ticini.
What you call them? Sea rats?
Yes, sea roaches.
No, that's the shrimp. The lobster's the rat, right?
No, crab, it's still a roach. It's still a form of the roach. It's in the roach family. All the crustaceans are like roaches, but the shrimp specifically is like a roach.
That's like they cousins.
Yeah,
like they hood cousins.
Like direct. All right. Okay, I turned the clap down a little bit. Is that better? What's good, people? Welcome back to the Godcast. I'm Lord Jamal.
I'm Digger.
Godfrey will be here in a little bit. Tonight's one of those nights where some people were running late. So that's why we did some black people shit. You probably got an alert that said 8, and then all of a sudden it switched to 8:15. Hey, shit happens.
But look who's on time.
Well, technically, kind of, sort of.
I was here at 8 o'clock.
If it was for 8 o'clock, I hit you a little bit for 8. You said getting ready.
I said setting this thing on. And what time did I turn this on? 8:01.
Well, is 8:01 on time?
Yep.
If it's 8 o'clock, is 8:01 on time?
Because if you punch the clock at 8 o'clock, by the time you get to your desk, it's 8:00 something.
Okay. Well, let's first off, let's get into the Digger Cam.
Oh.
No show with Digger will be complete without the Digger Cam. Here we go. So refreshing. What's good, family? How you been?
I'm good. I can't complain. I've been traveling. I just got back from the A. I gotta go back.
Oh yeah.
You
was down in the A.
Yeah.
How was it down there? I heard you might have been doing some recording or something like that.
Yeah, I was listening to some stuff. They are determined to trap me out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now I got a real fresh one though, real bassy and gritty and grimy. I'm like long.
Oh wait. So they trying to put you on a trap songs? That's what you're saying. I thought you meant they were trying to play trap music for you.
No. Well, the damn, I forgot the gentleman's name. I feel so disrespectful right now. But it's Shorty Lowe's producer who I was kicking it with on one particular session, and he made the hello.
I can believe I can fly that.
He made the They Know joint, but
was my shit.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like they got shit that ain't necessarily like you gotta rap like that. Like you can rap like you
rap how you want to rap, but the beat, you know what I mean?
And they got some hard fire shit. Like it ain't necessarily. I was like, okay. I mean, basically it was a meeting of the minds. Like this is my style. Like okay, this is my style, and I think we got a nice happy medium. I'm excited to hear what the final result will manifest.
Well, I got some sad news for some people. Peace, reality. What's good, God? Hold it
Hey,
down in it.
reality.
Hold it down in the out there in the chat for us, please. Now you know we don't take no shit. Okay, you come in here talking shit, you're gonna get sent to the block party. I'm just letting you know. This is not a place for trolls. This is not a place for dissenting opinions. God damn it, it's a dictatorship. Uh
So crazy.
uh Matter of fact, make sure you hit that like button
Hold
upon
up. 1, 2. Mic check. Mic
entering.
check. I'm just checking my mic.
Share the make sure your throat is at the proper volume.
Yes. 1, 2. 1, 2. Am I coming through? Yeah.
Yes. Your throat sounds amplified.
Okay.
So yeah, don't start none, won't be none. So I'm happy about tonight's show. We got some hip hop legends, and I don't even like to use that lightly, but we be getting some legends on this motherfucking show.
Yep.
And I kind of maybe I should ask you,
Okay.
what do you think help qualifies somebody to be called like a legend, especially in hip hop? Like, what do you think is one of the defining factors? Because I could tell you what I think it is.
Well,
I'm just curious.
uh, there's actually a few factors. I think you have to have a hip hop classic. I think you have to have something that you know resonated with people, and no matter what day and time you play it, it's gonna ring off. I think that having a classic definitely adds to you being a legend, but I think just the most important thing is having time in of being in the being in the business a particular length of time, and I don't know, making a lasting impression on people or someone.
Facto. I was gonna say, basically in a nutshell, the ones that we really call legends are the ones that help to shape the culture
Mm-hmm.
in some kind of way. Like they impacted the culture in such a way that it was undeniable. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's motherfuckers that produce like Diamond D. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because he legendary as a producer. He helped shape the way producers produce. Shout out to Black Kelly 5. Thank you. Appreciate you. You said peace to my sister and my brother. Peace to you. Um, yeah, like certain people, like when we came out, we fucking like it was legendary the way that we were dominating and shit. You know what I mean? And we helped to shape the culture where people wanted to take parts of what we did and do it like that, you know what I mean? And do that for
Absolutely.
themselves. Like, and when you do shit like that, I think that's what puts you into that legendary status. This female, you help shape shit for females. You understand what I'm saying? Um, Although there was one before you, you helped shape for those that came after you. You
Of
know what I
course.
mean? But there's some females that didn't do shit. You see what I'm saying? There's some producers that didn't affect anything. You know what I mean? Like they made a record. You know, there's groups out there that didn't, they made records, but they didn't affect the culture the way people that get this, y'all legends. Like, you know what I mean? And so
Right.
I really thought about that. And Talib definitely falls in that category. Diamond, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's
Ta-
my little take
Talib is
on that.
my Talib is my lyricist lounge brother.
Mm, that's what's up. Well, listen, uh, we're not gonna punish my on time brother because he was on time, and shit, we can just get into it. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, right now, I want to bring my brother on. I've known him for pretty much since I started going to the studio. Like for real, for real. Um, Back in the late 80s, early 90s. Shout out to Jazzy J, Strong City Studios, Allerton Avenue, you know, when we was running with people like Lord Finesse and Big L, and you know, we was all just young Diamond. Man, like it was crazy back then. We're gonna talk about it. But whatever, my brother's gone on to do many legendary things, produced for many fucking people. And now him and Talib got the new album out called Gotham, which is fire. I hope y'all checked it out. Ladies and gentlemen, Diamond D. I believe this is his first time on the Godcast.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Peace.
Hello.
All right, let's do
What's
it.
good, King?
I'm good, man. How you doing, Jay?
I'm great, man. How you?
All right, I'm good. And you, Digger?
I'm good. Can't complain.
Yeah, I see. All right.
We're happy to have you.
I'm glad to be here. You know, got the new album out with Talib. You know, I'm
Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham. That's right, Jay. You ran through it earlier.
I ran through it. The shit is fire, bro. It's I gotta say, you know, one of the words I use to describe it is masterful. And the reason why I call it masterful is because just the approach of it, the sonically, you know, the beats that you used and the way he was flowing to him, it was just a really great marriage of voices and timing of things. There was nothing that I felt like I want to fast forward this through this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Snapping.
And you know, Jay,
and he was rapping, yes.
Right. And yo, because of our history, that's why, you know, I really wanted you to sit with it. You know what I mean? Just somebody, you know how long me and you go back.
Definitely. So I'm listening, surprised when oh shit, because I wasn't looking at the credits. It's not like back in the days where you kind of stare at the album cover or whatever the case may be. The shit's playing my title or whatever. So I'm not staring at the credits. I'm letting it just organically surprise me. So boom, I'm listening. Oh shit, there goes Buster. You know what I mean? Buster on there ripping it. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, impressive.
Right.
Then some songs down, I'm listening to a song. It would almost have a beat that I would describe as almost a Southern type of beat, but it wasn't like no trap type of beat, but it had a Southern type of bass line.
Right.
And then, and Talib is rhyming a different kind of way. And all of a sudden, a new voice comes on there. And I'm like, the way he was flowing and his voice, I was like, this sounds interesting. Who the hell is this? And lo and behold, it was John Forte.
That's right. Yeah.
John Forte. I was like, wow.
Yo, Talib told me that him and John was in a group together, like in the late 80s.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they started off together. Either late 80s or early 90s. He'll tell the story when he get here.
Shout out to John Forte. Then I'm like, you know, first of all, I love you as a rapper. So I'm thinking, hang on, is Diamond gonna ever fucking rhyme on this thing? And then on track 8, you show up on a sample that I love, not for nothing. That fucking Curtis Mayfield, you know, that whole Short Eyes is my shit. That whole album is my shit. So when you sampled one of the joints from Short Eyes, I'm like, oh, I knew what that was immediately.
Right.
But then y'all kicking some Chillin' While Black shit. Like, yo, this whole shit was like, I'm telling
Chillin' While Black was dope.
Chillin' While Black was
I
dope.
did hear Skyzoo on there, right? I'm not tripping.
Yeah, Skyzoo's on there.
Okay, I'm about to say the
Yep.
joint with Skyzoo. I heard it a while ago, but I'm like, I know I like the joint with Skyzoo.
Yeah,
and the Chillin' While Black and On Mamas. Those is like my faves.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah.
Word.
All right.
It was a great piece of work. How did y'all get together? What made, what made y'all say, you know what? Let's do a whole fucking album together. like,
yo, I sent them some beats. He told me, he was working on some shit or whatever. So I sent him a couple of joints, and then I went out there maybe a few days later to do his podcast. So when I pulled up, I said, yo, which one of them joints you like? He was like, one. I rounded like 9 of them shits. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like the premise of how the shit started. Yeah.
Dope. That's dope, man. I mean, it sounds like a perfect marriage. I was getting that 90s feeling.
Right.
But it didn't feel forced, though. It didn't sound like y'all was trying to force it to sound like that. But it just had a good feeling to it. Like, you know what I mean? I was thinking, Black Star kind of when I'm listening to it, but it was updated. Like, this is right now shit. No, and I'm listening to the mixes, the mixed sonically. The shit is great. I'm happy with it, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really happy with it. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I haven't listened to a lot of people's albums lately. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
he is not lying.
I don't be inspired, bro. I don't be inspired. And people can hype it up all they want. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody in their world could be like, yo, that's the shit right now. Like, if my spirit don't move me to go check it out, like, it's not gonna happen. Like, I still haven't heard Kanye shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now, you know what it is though. You gotta, like, I have a tendency, like, I don't like to listen to albums right when they drop, when everybody else is hooping and hollering about it, because now you looking at everybody else's opinions and everybody else's critique. So what you got to do is you got to, like, maybe let a week go by, let everybody else
calm down.
Thank you,
let everybody move on to the next, and then you roll something and sit back and vibe like, oh, okay, and it's like a brand new.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the show our brother from another, the Free God, Godfrey.
Yo, what up?
What up, Godfrey?
What up, Free God?
Lord Jamal.
Peace to the God.
What's happening, Don?
How you be, God?
I used to bump the shit out of your album in college, boy.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Ooh, that beginning. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Hell yeah. I wore that album.
LT Station said, Diamond, big up from Oakland. Oh, Lord Takim, peace, God. I know the God, Lord Takim. Peace to the God.
Hold on. Speaking of Diamond albums, we're celebrating an anniversary today.
Yes, we are. Hold up. And I'm part of that anniversary. Let's get into it.
Yeah. It's the birthday of Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
29 years today.
Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop. Diamond D from the Psychotic Neurotics.
Yeah.
Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop. That was a seminal album.
Right.
Yes.
Talk about it. First of all, Diamond had a group prior to that. What was the
Ultimate Force?
Ultimate Force.
Right.
Master Rob was the MC.
That's right. He was the MC. I was the DJ.
MC and you were the D. You remember that song? If I did it, I don't know if I fucked it up, but
nah, you did it.
Whatever.
You did it.
That was the sample.
Right.
And
right.
Yeah, check it out. The beat. What was the name of the song? Oh, I'm not playing, right?
I'm not playing. Yep.
I'm not playing. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not playing. So that was Ultimate Force. Shout out to Master Rob. These was dudes that we was in the studio early. So you know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all, that single was out before our shit, wasn't it?
That's like 89.
Yeah.
89.
89,
wow.
and we just had got signed in 89.
Okay.
So like at the time that we up at Strong City and all of that, we might have still not been signed yet. We were in the process of striving to get signed at that moment.
At that moment, yeah.
That's when this whole like digging in the crates and all of that type of shit, like that was the family. You know what I mean? Like that was the.
Yo, somebody wrote Chubb Rock used that sample too. That is true, but
yes, he did.
I was the
just
first
the
one to
two of us, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You damn sure did, but you was the first one to do it. They probably used it because your shit was you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it was
there, a marginal hit.
Yeah, right.
Right. So they probably felt like, man, we can get more milk out of that motherfucker. You know what I mean? There's more milk in that cow.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, you was in a group prior to that. And then tell us what happened. How did you end up turning into a solo artist?
We was
Shout out Virgil Dawkins.
We was shopping the deal, and Capitol wanted to sign us. So I had some extra studio time, and I went in there. I recorded what became Best Kept Secret, and I threw that on the album. And the dude at Capitol was like, "Yo, okay, we want to do the deal, And I said, "Well, look, if we do the deal, we got to put in contract that if the Ultimate Force doesn't do what it's supposed to do, Diamond D can still do what he want to do." And he ain't want to do that. And at this point, Ultimate Force got tangled up in the Strong City mess with MCA and all that. So eventually, I wound up at Mercury, and I went down there and I met with the A&R Brian Chin, and that's when everything just changed. At that point, that might have been like 91 for the Stunts Plus and Hip Hop album.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Shit, I have memories of. So yeah, 91.
A Day in the Life.
A Day in the Life, man. Let's talk about that. First of all, how did that come about? Just being in the studio a lot, right?
Just being in the studio, and y'all was already burning the streets up.
Right.
And I know at first when you heard the beat, you was like, I don't know, but I know you said after a while it kind of grew on you.
Yeah, because it wasn't what you expect. You know what I mean? Like you was ahead of your time with the shit. Like, and everybody was doing a certain kind of, the beat sounded a certain way back at that time. And that beat was just like, like motherfuckers could appreciate that more now, like the way that these Griselda type shit with no drums and all that type of shit.
Came around.
Right. So it was like, you just expected hard drums and all. It was just not what you expected. But then it's like, as you listen, you're like, wait a minute, shit is kind of dope though. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm glad that shit happened.
Yeah, man. And then motherfuckers, that's a classic joint right there. Like that's definitely a classic joint. And thank you for putting us on that shit.
No doubt.
You ended up being on the remix of The Business with Tribe Called Quest.
That's
right. We called you up for that because there was original version of that song that their label wanted us to do over.
Right.
because of the subject matter.
What you said? What you had said, Jamar?
It wasn't just me; it was all of us. It was everybody on the song.
Right.
And we were ahead of our time with that. You know what I mean? And we was talking about them bent wrist boys.
Right.
And they didn't like that shit. And they asked us to change it. So Pooh Bah was like, fuck that. I'm not changing it. You know what I mean? Like, I won't be on the song then. You know what I mean?
Right.
We was like, what? Like, let's not get that crazy. Like,
right.
First, me and X, we new into the shit. Like, you know what I mean? Pooh Bah been on other people's songs and shit like that. We flattered when people like Diamond or Tribe or whoever the fuck is asking us to be on a record, and we're not gonna just,
right,
be like, fuck that.
I just happened to be there that day.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I went down there.
We didn't call you. I feel like we called you. I
went down there to play beats for Tip.
And
he knew I was working on an album. He knew about the Ultimate Force and in the past shit. And he said, "Yo, you want to get on the joint?" I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Crazy.
Hell yeah.
Crazy. Rest is history. And then Diamond ended up being the only other producer on the In God We Trust album, besides myself.
That's right.
And
you crushed that album too, Jay.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. But you fucking came with the super smash. Punks jump up to get beat down.
Yeah.
And not one, not two, but this motherfucker came with 3 different versions, all crazy bananas, retarded. Like,
the only same thread is the horn.
Right. That's the only saying. It's the man. Another applause, man. That shit was crazy. That's where we go back to, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I hogging the conversation? Y'all go ahead.
No.
Talk to my brother.
No, I was looking for the name of my favorite.
Yes, you are, Lord Jamar. I helped out 20 questions for Diamond D.
My favorite Most Def record. I was going to say, you actually have like the standout track of a lot of people's albums.
Well, Virgil Dawkins said, rest in peace, Fred the Godson. He said, Diamond D, can you talk about recording Survive or Die with Fred and my favorite rapper, Fat Joe?
Well, they wasn't in the studio together. I just sent everybody the beat. I think Raekwon did his first, and then Joe, and then Fred. I believe that's how it went. Yeah. Okay.
Word. Tell the people like how the whole Digging in the Crates movement came about, and who was who man's first, and how it became a actual squad.
I went to school with Ness. On the weekends, I would DJ with Show at his house, and we would go outside and DJ and shit like that. Fat Joe lived across the street. AG lived in Patterson. Finesse brought AG into the fold. Finesse also brought Big L into the fold. I brought Fat Joe into the fold, into the fold, and Buck Wild brought OC in. So, and then we all just came together, started that movement.
I'm a big fan of OC. This latest Digging in the Crates album that dropped. Did you do any of that production?
I think I did one on there. I'm not sure. I think I did one on there. Yeah, the last one that dropped.
The OC record? Oh wait.
No, I didn't do the OC joint.
Oh, okay.
But I had OC on the Dime piece too.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Shouts out to OC.
Yeah. Definitely. OC, Speak Your Mind, one of my repeat joints right now on that latest Digging in the Crates album. If y'all have not heard it, I suggest you do so. I owe you a verse. I'm not ducking you. I've been traveling.
Okay.
What happened?
I said I owe him a verse.
Yeah,
okay.
We get to it, Digger. We get to it. We get to it. Yeah. What up, Godfrey?
Yo, I wanted to ask because people were like, because I love Fat Joe too, man. I had Fat Joe's first like cassette. Fat Joe when he did the album, the video on the rooftop.
Yeah.
I liked Fat Joe from the start, and people were like, well, why is he saying the N-word, blah blah blah. I said, well, Fat Joe realized Puerto Ricans are niggas too.
Yeah.
So
growing up in Forest Projects, it was like, 90% black, 10% Puerto Rican. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, Joe was like out, right out there with everybody else. You know
right.
What I mean? So it's just
he's
him.
Not a white dude. He's
right.
Puerto Rican. He knows his African roots. I go,
right.
Joe knows he's like, I'm a nigga too for real.
Yeah. He said that a few times.
Word. So I just wonder how you felt about that.
I remember when Joe used to rock the kufi. Remember when Joe used to rock the kufi back in the day?
The kufi?
Joe used to rock the army suit with the kufi.
I love Joe, and I definitely give the Latino community their P's as far as helping establish this hip hop culture. They were right alongside us. But let the record reflect, they are not niggas. Black is black.
Right.
Latina's Latina.
There's different ones. See,
I'm sorry. That's a little bit of a soft spot for me. So I'm just gonna.
Because there's some that's darker than Godfrey. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of
there's some that are very European.
No. It's
you know what I mean?
I just sometimes I feel a way when the Latina community uses the N-word. That's
okay.
Oh no,
that's all
they use it a lot of times they use it from habit and trying to be cool. But then as soon as you bring up the black shit, they go, oh, I know black. I know no papi, I know black. No negro. No, that bullshit. But
that's
Joe
that's that Dominican shit you talking about.
And they darker than everybody.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like in New York, I don't know about anywhere else. I'm just saying in New York, specifically, Puerto Ricans grew up so much with and like niggas that
they were called niggas.
They was niggas. They was Puerto Rican niggas. You understand? Puerto Rican niggas. Like I never had a problem, honestly, with Puerto Ricans saying niggas. Because I never seen a Puerto Rican that was like said it like in a malicious, like you nigga.
Right. It don't even make sense.
I've seen white boys say nigger, like, and get their face red and all that type of shit.
Right.
Like I've seen Puerto Ricans be like, fuck that nigga, just like another nigga would say, fuck that nigga. You know what I mean? Like
Paul Mooney
and I'm just saying for what I've experienced living in New York specifically.
I'm not debating.
I'm saying Puerto Ricans specifically from New York.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Mexican or people outside, because they don't usually grow up with us like that. A lot of these other Latino, they're not necessarily growing up with us. Like these motherfuckers live in the projects right next door. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like.
Paul Mooney said Puerto Ricans are niggas that can swim. They some goddamn niggas that can swim. Just niggas that can goddamn swim.
Okay, no, I wasn't trying to go on a deep dive. I mean, we embrace our, our Latino brother and sister.
But I know what you're talking about, Dick. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know that they always embrace us that way.
Oh no,
outside of hip hop, so that's why that's a little bit of a sore spot for me.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to take the conversation left.
No,
So
we know
yeah,
you're taking
bigger
the
than the
word.
crates.
Some people say retire the word. We would love to retire the word, but you gotta let white folks do that first.
Who knows how long that's going to take?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Let the people that created it stop it.
Right.
So I think man's in them is the new nigga.
Man's in them.
Man's in them.
Man,
No, that's
man's
gonna be
in
my
them.
pronoun. That's the black
man's
gay
in them,
pronoun.
yeah.
Man's in them.
That's crazy.
Man's in them.
Yo, you man's in them.
That's the new try
Whose
it.
man's is this right there?
Try it.
So,
Man's in them.
Diamond,
Yeah.
you've had a storied career as a producer, and I think you're kind of slept on by certain people. I don't think people really understand like how many people you've produced for. Why don't you give us a short little list of people that, you know, a lot of people might not know that you did joints for? Because you've done some big shit.
No doubt. Well, got the Grammy for the Fugees.
Grammy. He said, I got the Grammy.
Of course,
the Fugees.
Of course, Digging in the Crates, Lord Finesse, Showbiz and AG, Fat Joe, Brand Nubian, Most Def, Pharaoh Monch, Busta Rhymes, Common, Too Short, Jay-Z, Queen Latifah.
Did you say Jay-Z?
Yeah, I did a joint on Too Short's album. Short. I'm leaving out people, Exhibit, The Licks, of course.
Damn.
Cypress Hill.
Damn.
Damn. Fuck
everybody.
It's a lot, yo.
Do you have a favorite? Like, what's your favorite? Like, yo, this is my shit. I can't believe I did this shit.
Like, yo, I like the new shit I'm doing. The joint with Exhibit and Styles P. I like that a lot. The joint I did with Fred the Godson and Joe and Raekwon.
Okay.
A lot of the Don Peace 2 joints. Of course, the Gotham album. One of the joints that stand out to me is the Busta Bus remix, To Do the Busta Bus. That's like one of my biggest joints to me that I like sonically. You know what I mean? Of course, Punks Jump Up. It's a lot.
What's some of your standouts to you on this album, on this new Gotham album?
The first cut.
I like that a lot. That was strong.
Olympic, I like. The Quiet Ones with Busta Rhymes, of course.
Yeah, Olympic was hard too.
Attention Span with my man Sky Zoo. Chillin' While Black.
Oh, that's Sky Zoo. Attention Span.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, Sky Zoo went crazy.
Pick Your Head Up, John Forte. He's on that joint.
Forte.
And my favorite one would be a song called In Due Time, featuring Nari All Day.
Oh yeah, that singing one with the female. Yeah, that's dope too, man. All them shits is dope, man.
Yeah.
I like that one. Sound like some 90s R&B shit. Like that scientifically, like this motherfucker picked the right snare and those sub basses that goes perfectly with that type of R&B. Like, she just sound like one of those singers that Talib would fucking find because he's always up on some like.
He found it. He found it too.
I knew he found her because he sound like, yo, I found this incredible girl, man. Like I found this incredible girl. She could fucking sing, man. We should fucking, you know what I mean? And she came in and lit incense in the fucking studio. I know what he did. But nah, she said she was dope. That shit was dope.
No doubt.
It sounded like some 2020 what did they call that shit back in there? Neo soul type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on the borderline, funk soul shit.
Shit was dope. Shit was all around super solid.
Right.
You ever produce on like some rock albums or outside of hip hop?
Nah, no rock.
You ever did? Oh, okay. Just wonder. Sometimes some people wonder if they dip into
We
other
hip-hop,
genres
man.
of music.
I never did no rock.
Country? Maybe something with Johnny Cash, or maybe something.
EDM?
With cold hard facts.
I think I want to do something with Diamond D. That'll be real nice.
Would you be opposed to dipping your hand in some EDM or pop?
Not at all. Not at all. You know, like
Right.
I got a couple of joints that are like kind of EDM-ish. You know, just a lot of synths, a lot of bass synths.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, just up tempo. You know, ain't nothing major. Yeah.
Nice.
What's your process? What you working with these days? What you sampling on?
The MPC-X and the motif right here.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Now,
know,
is the motif the controller, or do you actually sample into the motif sometimes?
I sample into both.
Okay.
You know, I saw Eric Sermon fucking with one a few years ago, and you know, he was killing that shit. I went out and bought one. You know, I learned how to sample into it, how to chop up everything. But you know, my man Eric Sermon, he the first one I saw that was, you know, rocking it on a level that made me want to just jump off the MPC completely. But I use both of those. I use this and the MPC-X.
Now, what did you start with? What, like back in the days, what was your go-to machine?
Yo, Jay, if you probably don't remember, but I had a Alessis HR-16.
Whoa.
The little gray joint. I would use that in the Kai 950. And that's how I made the punks jump up in that session that day. That wound up being the single version.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do people still use the SP1200? That was always my favorite sounding machine.
Yeah, so you know,
my man Ginsu Dean still uses that shit.
Okay.
You know,
He will
Ginsu,
not
you know,
leave that alone.
Pete still fucks with it.
I was about to say, I think Pete does. Yeah.
Right. Easy Mo B. Like
That's
if you have a sound and it ain't broke, you know, it ain't never the equipment. It's always the individual. It's never the equipment. You know what I mean? It don't matter. You know, like you can't just buy one joint and be all to be all. It's always the individual. But definitely the SP12 does have that sound.
That grit.
Sound.
It's it's like a grit. Like a grit,
like a gritty ringing to it.
When you hit that snare and you should have just some about it in that SP, man.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to the SP1200 legendary beat machine. Get an SP1200. Yeah. Get an SP1200 as flowers.
That's right.
Bring back the 808.
Well, the 808 has been overused now.
I was about to say the 808 never left. It's down south now.
808 don't need no goddamn accolades. It's getting all the accolades you could ever get from the south.
The 808 done moved to Atlanta, twerking, working in the strip club.
It's all up in the girls' butt right now.
Florida, straight from Florida.
Word.
Man, we had the 808 first, man. We was using.
I know, and we used to love her, and she moved to the A.
Remember, party people. Your dreams have now been fulfilled. Get out your seat and let's get ill.
Just sit ill, yeah.
We got enough. Man, party, man, that was my shit.
Yeah.
Nah, fucking, it's yours. Like that's all 808 shit. Like we started the 808 shit, but even the way we used it was different. Like listen to It's Yours. Like that's some ghetto 808 shit. Like
commentating, illustrating.
808.
Oh, that's the 808. That's the shit. I still bump that shit. Yeah.
That's how the whole Southern shit and the Southern shit used that as a basis for their whole shit.
Yeah. Shouts out to Jazzy J and Tila Rock on that joint.
Tila Rock, man.
Oh wow.
I was bumping that shit in LA just a couple of months ago. I was turning it up. It's yours, and these young ass kids just started locking and dancing. They were like, "Yo, what the fuck?" I was like, "83."
Matter of fact, hold up. Shout out to Tila Rock. I forgot. Him and I have the same birthday.
Oh wow.
We got the same born day. Shout out to Tila Rock, Virgo brother.
Yeah.
September 17th. Yes, sir.
Yep. And that was one of the first joints with the Def Jam imprint.
No, they started Def Jam off of that record.
That's right. You know the story.
One of the first joints. It was the first joint.
Okay.
And the Beastie Boys were the ones in the audience going, "Hell yeah." They had the Beastie Boys saying that shit.
I remember being at Pooh Bah's video, Master Ceremonies for Sexy, back in the days.
Right.
And they had a club scene. They were shooting at some club that was on Fordham Road, like off of Fordham Road, over by Kingsbridge Road. And I remember that nigga Tila Rock came through, boy.
What year was this around?
Oh man, this is like 85.
Oh yeah, so yeah, he's still
you know what I
Rock.
mean? Like 85, 86, some shit like that. Like
Sleeping Bag Days.
What? And I was just like, yo, that's Tila Rock. Like this shit is crazy. Like this nigga Pooh Bah got Tila Rock coming to his fucking videos. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, yo. Matter of fact, I think Bam Bada came to that video, I think, too, as well.
Oh boy.
Hold on, I'm about to put Diamond in the hot seat right quick. Hey, Diamond, did you watch Versus?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Peace, Matt Dillon. Thank you, Matt Dillon.
How did you feel about Joe's playlist?
I think the sequencing could have been better. Like he played all the way up was like his third or fourth song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. But you know, overall it was good for hip hop. You know, you had the Streets with Joe. Joe had the radio joints. You know what I mean?
So who do you think won? That's the hot seat question.
Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. The home team, right?
Family, regardless.
I can dig it.
I have my money on Joe.
Yeah. But Ja reminded people, you know, he got joints.
Yeah,
Joe.
And Joe did too.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And Joe did too. Word.
You know, Joe got a couple of other street joints that I would have liked to have heard. That he didn't play.
Such as?
Damn, I don't know the name. Crack. Like there's this one with the fucking oh, man, what's that fucking? It's got the like some organs and guitar, like it's some ill, like this shit was super hard, and it was like, damn. All I remember is just he's emphasizing the crack real hard on that one, like
yeah.
He ain't play that one though. I don't know the name of it, but I know it when I hear it, and that shit is hard as a motherfucker. Like that's one of those.
Yo, Rob, who you felt won, Ja?
I did.
Okay, no doubt. Yeah.
I did. I just felt like he was you know, he seemed better prepared. It was almost like he knew what was gonna come like adverse and just like he was prepared for the jokes. He was you know. And I think Joe, you know, Joe put on good, like, you know, New York.
But you know, for the most part, the ladies are rocking with Ja. For the most part.
Yeah, I mean,
he made those type of songs too.
And I just so happened to be one. I'm like, yeah, that I'm Real record I used to have on repeat.
Right. So no doubt.
Listen, I told people from the beginning, listen, I love Joe. Like he's from what we're from. You understand what I'm saying? But I was like, motherfuckers, I don't think y'all remember how many fucking hits this motherfucker Ja Rule had. Like, you know what I mean?
He was running
the type of shit that he, you know, like the people he was working with and all of this shit at his run. This nigga was like, yo, I had 6 summers. Like, he had 6 summers. That's crazy. So it was like
a bang.
I was like, I'm sorry, but I just feel like I just felt like from the beginning that this dude Ja Rule was just gonna have too many fucking hits.
And you know what's interesting? It always seems like, you know, you see all of the internet chatter leading up to the verses, and there's always clearly an underdog going into the verses. And I'm pretty sure that person sees the chatter too. You know, whoever it is, and they just come with like 2 guns blazing. We saw it happen with Primo and RZA. Like, everybody had RZA practically written off, like, oh, he gonna do is play Wu-Tang records. Like, he can't. He showed up with the gloves on with Bruce Lee in the background. Like, what? That's exactly what I'm about to do. Like, it happens like that.
I remember that one.
Yeah. So I think, I think Ja saw the chatter, because there was definitely, and just giving Joe time in, like, he got the records, the hit. He can come in any era and make a hit, and he's been doing it for the last 30 years. So it's no shortage of joints on, on his side either. But I think Ja just kind of like was prepared. He was that underdog prepared.
Especially from 50 Cent beating him down for the past. Whew.
Yeah, it's like he heard every joke on the planet. Like, at this point, everything is just going, roll
he went all out. That was dope.
And he had his performance shit down. He got his stamina and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he definitely, performance-wise, he was in better shape.
He's still taking his shirt off in 2020.
Yeah, right.
I challenge. Look, I challenge.
He waited too. He waited. Hey, he showed a lot of restraint. He He could have took it off way before that, but he waited. He knew that the Joe was gonna get on his ass too. As soon as he took it off, Joe said, "There you go." Joe's like, "There he goes."
When he took his shit off, the whole audience shot up. Whole energy rose up.
Yep. Because that's that.
And prison workout.
Your favorite legends could never. No, except for that damn Melly Mel. That damn Melly Mel can still take his shirt off though.
What? Muscle Simmons? Muscle Simmons don't play. I don't think he owns shirts with sleeves.
Right.
Okay? I mean, I've seen Melly Mel in sleeveless suits, like 3-piece suits.
He be cutting that shit. Taylor, he
Muscle Simmons is gonna let them guns live, boy.
He let
them guns live, boy. Telling you, you don't fucking play.
Hell no.
I know Godfrey's like, that gives me an idea.
Back when Mel was doing
sleeveless suits.
Back when Mel was doing push-ups on stage at the Latin Quarter.
What'd you say?
I said going as far back as when Mel was doing push-ups on stage at the Latin Quarter.
Damn.
Right, but he wasn't that Diesel yet. He just got Diesel at some point, like crazy Diesel. Like he blew up.
Super Diesel. I didn't even
He
recognize
was always like cut, but it seemed like he got like, yo, the fuck is you doing, Mel?
It was after Beach Street.
Yeah. He in good shape. Definitely good shape.
Huh?
So he definitely in good shape for his age, no question.
Absolutely. Shout out Muscle Simmons. We need to get Muscle on the damn show.
That would be great.
You sent them the link, right?
Yeah, I sent him the link. Unless he got a new fucking email or something. You got an email I don't know about?
Well, you reach out to him, Lord Diamond. Are there any present day artists that you that you've been kicking it with or would like to work with?
I got a Dream with West Side Gun on my new album.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I fuck with him. You know, of course, you know, I like Jake. I want to do something with J. Cole.
I
Mm,
was just gonna ask that.
Yeah,
me
I like
too.
try to make that happen sometime soon. Yeah. I like A Boogie with the hoodie.
Okay.
Yeah, he can
Bronx.
rhyme. Yeah, he can rhyme. A few other people. What about you, Digger? Who you feeling now?
I like
I like Swerve too.
Swerve. I don't know if I'm
Yeah, he's
familiar
from
with
the
Swerve.
Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a few people I like. Well, I mean, he's not new, but as far as like I would say today generation of artists, I like Moneybag Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Look
Uh
at my wrist. I got time today.
yeah, that's my boy.
It's all on my face.
I'm a big G Herbo fan. I've been following him since the since his early mixtape days, Phaso Land.
Mm.
He you could tell he's one of those that like, he's of his drill rap generation, but you could tell he was listening to Kanye and Comet too. Like he got the old, or his mama's or somebody older in the family. Like he got that old soul in him still.
Yeah.
Um I like I see somebody's put Rome Streets in the comments. I love Rome Streets, and that's like little nephew. That's man's in them. um Let's see. On the girl side, I like Shay Noir. I like Lyric. Lyric. That's my girl.
Yeah, Jonesy.
Yeah. I like Rico Nasty. She kind of alternative with it, but she got the spunk. Like she got like some rock shit. Thank God I ain't have to smack a bitch today. I'm like, yes, that's my type of female.
Yeah, no doubt.
I fucks with Lady London, but I would like to hear some music from her. Like I just see like she's just always freestyling on the gram. Like I have yet to hear like some put together music, but I fucks with her, her freestyles. Azalea Banks. I love Azalea Banks. She be busting even on her EDM shit. She be busting.
I like David Bars. I like
Okay.
David Bars. Yeah, he's nice. Of course, RJ Payne.
Oh yeah, I just did something with Pain.
That's what's up.
Pain. I think Pain and Papoose. I think they got an album together coming out or something. So I'll be
King Los.
appearing on that. King Los is fire.
Yeah.
Shout out 1150.
Stove God.
Who?
Stove God Cooks.
Stove God Cooks.
Yeah, he all over the place. I'm seeing LJ. I'm like every it's like every album I put on or something. There's a Stove God feature on there somewhere. I'm like, all right, do your thing, honey.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of Nick Grant. I believe he's in ATL, but he's down there in the A too, right?
I don't know. I know he
Yeah,
in
he's
and out.
down there.
Right?
That's Shaka's.
I was about to say, I feel like he's from the A, but I mean, he sound New York as fuck. But
yeah, no, he from the A, or he lives down there at the very least.
He be flowing.
What about Boldy James? What y'all think about Boldy?
Boldy James.
Mm-hmm.
Griselda, right? Griselda.
Yeah, he's with Griselda now, but I was aware of him before that.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I know if I have a recognizable verse from him. I like Makami. Well, Makami from Jersey too.
Thank you, oh so delish. So Talib, he just texted me back. He said he's gonna see if he got the link.
Oh, somebody said Nick Grant.
You got the link.
What time is it right now?
It's 9:15.
9:15. Nick Grant is from North Carolina. He from North Carolina. I'm seeing he from North Carolina. He from LA. Where the hell is? We love you, Nick Grant. Wherever the hell you from.
Oh, you hear that? Thank you, Virgil Dawkins.
Yeah, North Carolina.
So, yo, Diamond D,
hitters.
can you talk about the production on Lord Finesse' first 2 solo albums?
Yeah, I just saw that. On his first album, Premier produced 5 joints. I produced 5 joints, and I believe Showbiz produced 2. That's a special album for me because that was like my first production job where I actually got paid some money. Finesse gave me like $500. He gave everybody $500 a track back then. This is like maybe like 89, 90. Finesse had just won the new music seminar. Well, he didn't win it, but he came in the same year. I think Tretch was there. He didn't win, but he did enough where it led to him getting the deal at Wild Pitch. But actually, Premier told me another thing that helped was Guru had found Finesse's tape in a stack of tapes, and Guru was over at Wild Pitch Records just hanging out, and he played it for Primo. They played it for Stu Fine. Stu Fine was the owner of Wild Pitch Records, and everything just fell into place. But that's how Lord Finesse got his first deal for that album, Funky Technician.
Funky Technician.
Let me ask you, do you still, in the age that we live in, do you still dig in the crates? Like, do you still go to record stores? Remember you used to show us?
Oh, man. Look at that.
Look at
I
that.
just answered your question.
Up and all of that.
I was about to say yes, LED strip.
You used to take us to the spot on City Island with the record stores.
Oh, be quiet.
Come on.
Don't tell us the honeycomb hideout, man.
You might as well tell them where the stash is.
I mean,
where
that
the
was
stash at?
Oh, back in the day, shit.
Yeah. No, that story ain't there no more, but yo, they had everything in that motherfucker.
They had a lot of shit in there, and I was thankful to be in that clique. You know what I mean? To be privy to know where to even fucking go for these fucking records and shit like that, you know?
Yeah. And it was close to you.
Oh, hell yeah, that was close to us.
Instead of going around fucking down, Lower Manhattan and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
But y'all used to have a lot of bread and shit to spend on records a lot of times. Like, man, a lot of money. So yeah, so you actually go to, do you do digital sampling as well, or are you like a?
Of course.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say,
you know, it might be a sample you want to chop up, but your copy might be a little dusty or cracky.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, of course, snatch a digital one, and when you mix it, it'll definitely matter. But yeah, of course, everybody got to sample digital. Can't just be straight analog.
Because you know how some people might be like, no, if it's not from a record, I'm not sampling it. I'm not going to succumb to the new standards of sampling. You know.
I lost one of my favorite engineers. Shout out to Vinny Nicoletti. He did all of the flip mode, all the early bus. No. I mean lost as in die. Excuse me. Let me finish. I was about to say lost him to the digital era because he refused to start using Pro Tools and stuff. So we ended up having to get another. He was an analog dude. He didn't want to conform.
He wanted to use them 2 inches.
Yeah, he didn't want to conform, man. So we ended up getting a dude, Darren, who ended up being our next engineer. Like once the Pro Tools era ushered itself in, we lost Vinny.
Yo, Jay, you remember the 2 inches?
Hell yeah. When we first started going to the studio, we used to take the 2 inches home with us on some we don't trust nobody type of shit.
Not only that, but you bought them.
Right.
Yeah.
And them shits was heavy as a motherfucker, boy.
Hell yeah.
After a while, he was like, man, just hold them shits. Just keep them shits right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So let me ask you, Diamond, because I'm about to host a battle between Vito and Saigon coming up October 3rd in Atlanta.
Right.
Tickets on sale, guys. So I gotta ask you, between Vito and Saigon, who you putting your money on?
Bottle.
I'm gonna have to go with my man Saigon on this one.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
but Vito's nice. It's gonna be good. But I'm gonna put my money on Saigon that night.
All right. Well, you hear that, folks, from the legend's mouth. Diamond D goes with Saigon. All right, that was my little PSA. All right, I got a timestamp. That what was that? Okay, that was the hour 6 minute mark. All right.
Yeah, where this dude at, yo?
He's saying he don't see the link. I'm trying to.
Talib is the worst.
Yeah.
Come on.
I gotta bounce soon.
Okay. Damn. Let's see. Hold
on. I'm gonna dash.
Excuse me 1 second, gentlemen. I got a meeting in the ladies' room.
Somebody said, tell us about Chilling While Black.
Tell us about Chilling While Black.
I mean, if you watch the news in this country, it's self-explanatory.
I
mean, even though that song was recorded before George Floyd, but it could have came out that song could have been released anytime in the last 25 years. You know what I mean? As far as nothing that's really changed. So yeah, but that's one of my favorite joints on the Gotham album, Chilling While Black. Yeah. That's right. Yo, rest in peace to Melvin Van Peebles too. He passed away. Shouts out to Melvin Van Peebles.
Did he recently pass away?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. It happened today.
Oh, today? Get out of here. Oh, wow.
Sweet backs badass.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Melvin Van Peebles.
One of the first black men that make an independent movie and have it in fucking theaters across the country.
Hang on. Make sure. Shit might be. Let's see. He's saying. Oh, nope. There was no E at the end. That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, definitely iconic. Somebody wrote. Yeah, definitely was.
Okay, we should have it now. We should have it now.
Somebody wrote he was 89. He lived to be 89.
Wow. So Melvin Van Peebles,
right?
Some people will say he started blaxploitation films with his first film, Sweet Backs. It was like Sweet Backs Badass Song.
Badass. Yeah.
So it was two sweets. Sweet Backs Badass Song. Yeah. And it was kind of an artsy type of film, the way it was shot and all of that.
Also, he kind of helped discover Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right. Didn't they do the soundtrack or something, right?
Right.
Wow.
I mean,
that's crazy.
People don't know that.
Right. Yeah, that is some shit. I think I heard that somewhere before. That it was Earth, Wind, and Fire ended up doing the fucking
Soundtrack.
music. That's crazy. And they wasn't even known at the time.
Right. But that got them, that helped get them signed to Warner Brothers at that time.
And then, of course, we know his son. Oh, here we go. He got the link. Ladies and gentlemen, the other half of the album, Gotham. Hang on, where's my brother?
He didn't get it.
No, he got it. It's just the shit is moving slow. Hang on, I'm clicking the thing. There he is.
What up?
What up? What up? What up?
Hey.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Diamond, Godfrey?
What up? What up, T?
What's goody?
brothers? How y'all feeling?
Oh
Good.
man, we great. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
You want to turn your to the landscape mode?
Okay, like hold on, let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah, you go.
Okay.
Yeah, fill up the
Okay.
screen with your presence.
Oh, we
Hey,
got Ron Dick in the house too.
the
Okay.
gang's all here.
Yes,
What's up,
all
Dick and
right.
What up,
Hey,
though?
Marcia, sweetest person, had no idea.
What's up, my brother?
How
My
you feeling?
man, my mellow. I'm good.
All right. What y'all talking about?
Oh man, we talking
we
about
talked,
you.
we talked about it.
Talking about mans and them.
We talking
We done.
about now. We talking about Gotham. First of all, congratulations on a masterful work, bro.
Oh, thank you.
A masterful work. This was great, man. I didn't hear anything that I wanted to fast forward or anything like
Oh,
that.
that's beautiful.
You
That's
was
beautiful.
spitting from beginning to end. Songs are super solid, super memorable. All the guest appearances were great. Busta, Sky Zoo, John Forte,
Yep.
the sister, I don't know her name.
Yes, Naire, all day.
I was happy to hear Diamond rhyming on the shit.
Yeah, he
On
got busy
the-
a couple times.
Yeah, chilling while black joint. She was dope, man. Great fucking work, man. How did you know what I mean? I asked him, but why don't you tell us the story of how this came to be?
Well, first of all, thank you for that love. I appreciate it. I mean, you and Diamond D, you and through Brand Nubian and other things have put together so many classics for us. And the Diamond D sound is largely brought forward to the world, not through just his own music, but through Brand Nubian and things that y'all was doing. So I love and appreciate the love that you show in this project. I grew up on all that music. So Diamond has always been a musical hero of mine. When I started my career in the Raucous days, Diamond showed me love. We didn't work together that often, but I went to his crib when I was younger. He showed me a lot of love. And when he was coming to do my podcast, People's Party, I wanted to, when Diamond was coming to town to do it, he had sent me a batch of beats, and I wanted to show him the accolades he deserved for creating so many classics in my life. So when he sent me that batch of beats, I just tried to rhyme to as many of them as I could. And I don't remember exactly how many I rhymed to, but it was a lot of them. And that night, it was all in one night, and that night became the basis of this album.
Dope. Yeah, man, this shit, it sounds like a good, it was a good marriage. Like it was a good blending of the two worlds, like the beat that you chose. It's all about the shit that, we choose, like whatever inspires us. And you just chose the right shit. You know what I mean? Or you were just feeding them the right shit or whatever. And yeah, it just got a great feel to it, man.
Thank you. Diamond, somebody like Diamond makes it easy. I'm sure you know that intimately.
Yeah,
Word.
absolutely. I damn sure encourage
I'm curious.
everybody
I'm curious
go out
to know what
and
you did that day, because the album starts off like like you just come on the album snapping. I'm like, who pissed him off earlier that day?
Well, what's funny is that it was, there's bars on that first song. It's called Sons of Gotham that's directed at particular MCs.
I
And I
know.
felt,
I'm as an MC, I know this.
oh yes, absolutely. And
Would
the
you like to
album came,
name names?
yeah, the album came out in March, and these MCs didn't discover I was talking about them until a couple weeks ago. So it's
And who
like
are these MCs?
they whole crew been making diss records. It's like 10 diss records that came out.
And
about
who
me
are
the
these
last-
MCs?
And so on the
We ain't
I
giving
need
them
names,
I know,
sir.
I'm gonna
I
give them
need names, sir.
I'm gonna give them
Oh,
names.
okay, okay.
I'm gonna give definitely because all right. So there's an MC named Mike and Nine from Freestyle Fellowship, legendary
Okay.
group. One of my favorite MCs, one of the main influences in my style. And this is a guy who used to be my roommate. A guy I have a lot of love for, but he got a homeboy who's a failed rapper whose name I won't say on your podcast. He got a homeboy who's been threatening me. You know, Jamal, we talked about that ADOS shit. So he got a homeboy, he was on that ADOS shit, came at me when that ADOS shit was going on, and been threatening me. This nigga made 5 or 4 diss records about me. And so I don't know him, and he's a failed rapper, so I don't really got nothing to say about him. But Mike and Nine is somebody that I respected. And so Mike and Nine is who I'm addressing on that song. When I say, you know, like I put you on my album because I'm for the culture, but then you prove you for the vultures. Like Mike and Nine was on my last album, Gravitas. And you know, and so when I was 2 years ago was when I was writing to these Diamond D beats. This is when this was going on 2 years ago. And that shit was just on my mind when I'm doing that beat. So I addressed it. I spent about eight bars addressing it. And you know, it was what it was.
I ain't know who the fuck he was talking about.
But I remember I told you. I was like, yo,
but hold on. I remember like after about 6 months after, you know, I said, yo, who you talking about?
Right.
You know, and then he explained the situation to me. But
yeah.
you know,
And just for the people watching the page, because I'll be honest with you, Mike and Nine is a representative of Freestyle Fellowship and Project Blowed in Los Angeles, and in hip hop, they get a lot of respect for what they added to the culture. This ain't about bars to me, because Mike and Nine obviously is a superior MC. He's greater than most MCs, but this is about the level of disrespect. And I'm sure nobody on this call would, if you call somebody your friend, you're not gonna have your friend's friend threatening you and making diss records about you, and you just not saying nothing. And this is a dude that Micah had around me. This nigga posted pictures of me and him on the internet that he jumped in the back of. I'm like, I'm telling him I never met him. He's like, oh, I met you. Here's me and you in a picture. So I'm like, okay, well, now I need to address it. And so I addressed Mike and Nine, who I still think is a fantastic MC, but just a person who's handling this particular situation in a very cowardly way.
I mean, you explained it to me in Sacramento. I was just with Sacramento with Talib.
Yeah.
Told me the whole story. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, I trigger failed rappers. That's what it is. Like niggas who's not happy and they
trigger failed rappers.
I do. You know what I'm saying? And I want to clear because Lord Jamal, I want to shout out DJ Talib, who used to dance for Brand Nubian.
Oh, come on, that's my guy. Shout out Talib.
And I want to shout out Talib. Shit. I definitely want to shout out Talib. I just got a text that I'm gonna share with y'all in a second. I want to shout out Talib because I had posted some on the Instagram where I said you've something about failed rappers and how these rappers who make diss records about me, and you ain't never heard none of them because they all from failed rappers. He was like, I gotta push back, and he did it respectfully because he was like, I don't want you to disrespect on some elitist shit people who rap and have to get day jobs and people who may not have had the privilege of success that I've had. And I had to explain to him that when I see him DJing, if I see a flyer with him DJing, I'm going to that party. If I see a video with him dancing, I'm paying attention to that because to me, he is not a failure. Just because he's not rich and famous at DJing or rich and famous at dancing doesn't mean he's a failure. And he adds a lot of cultural currency to what we do. I got a lot of friends who have day jobs who are incredible MCs, but I wouldn't say they are failed rappers because I'm still checking for their shit. What makes them a failed rapper is when they have a day job and they spend their free time making diss records about a nigga like me. Now that's a failed rapper.
First of all, I'm super proud of Talib as far as being a DJ because
Absolutely.
I know him from being a dancer. He wasn't even fucking with no turntables back then. Right. So the fact that he's gone from zero to now doing mad parties, fucking and mastering different genre, hip hop, fucking.
Yeah, he's ill with it.
Playing Spanish music, all kind of shit this guy's doing. Like, he became a real fucking DJ. Like, he took that shit seriously. So to me, he's successful as a DJ. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if he's playing in bars or wherever the fuck they're booking him. Like, that's that's successful to me. If they want to,
what he's added to the culture can't be denied. Like, it's like, you know, and you hear, I don't lie. I don't tell no lies. I have a problem with Mike and Nine, but I can't deny what the man has added to the culture. And that's the difference between me and them, is that they got to make these diss songs where they falsely accusing me of rape, and they lying on me, and they saying all this, you know, fugazi shit. And my bars, there's no lies in my bars. You know, I got to share with y'all, though. I just got this text from Jessica Kier Moore, and I know that that y'all will want to know this. I just got a text that said Mario Van Peebles passed away.
Yeah, we just
Melvin.
Melvin Van Peebles. She said Mario. Are we taping this? Is this live?
It's Melvin. It's Melvin.
Okay.
Melvin is the father.
Melvin is father. That's still an OG. That's still a sad situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
I have a story real quick. I
was about to say Mario Van Peebles, New Jack City.
Melvin Van Peebles.
His father.
I met Melvin last year. I didn't know he lived down the street from me, like now, currently. So my friend Dante, my boy Dante, said, comedian, he said, "Hey, you want to go meet Melvin Van Peebles?" I said, "The hell yeah." And so we go to his house with his caretaker. We spent the whole day with him and got photos and everything. He's wearing a Wu-Tang shirt, and he's wearing a Wu-Tang shirt and just with a cigarette. And I'm so happy I met the guy. I didn't know he lived 5 minutes away from me. Had no idea. And we hung out with him, talked to him, you know, and we saw all his old like artwork, and it was crazy. So I got a photo with him, man. I'm gonna put that up on my IG. I just found out today too, but that's crazy. I'm glad I met him.
Well, condolences. I spoke to Madlib about, Madlib did a lot of work with him, which was dope. That I'm glad that they got that in before he passed away.
Yeah. Mario, Sweetback.
Sweetback.
Classic.
Yeah, that's Mario at the beginning of the movie, the little kid.
That's right.
He was having sex with the lady.
Relax, Godfrey.
Well, I would like to give you your flowers, Talib. Gravitas, yay, and I'm on that album.
That's right.
Woo, woo. And we have a hip hop classic, baby. That countdown shit. I'm telling you, if I ever do a versus and like, look, whenever they do the undercard version of verses, the 10 song version, I'm there. And just know
the 10 song version,
the undercard version of verses. I'm using that fucking countdown verse. Believe that.
Look, I met all y'all in different ways. Jamar. I told Lord Jamar, I met him doing Club Intensities when I was opening for Brand Nubian when I was a teenager, and then we met again when I did the bookstore, the Inkiru Books. He came through with Dead Prez. But Digger, I met you. I think it was 1996. Lyricist Lounge. You was there with Young Z, and you was pregnant than a motherfucker. And he was up there pregnant as hell and just killing everybody on the mic. I had never seen that before.
Rapping. Hey, that was do it that time. That was like, yo, I gotta get a record deal before I had his baby. I'm already at the 8-month mark. So what is we doing?
And you was rapping like I need a deal before this baby drop. What's up?
That's exactly what I was doing, and I said that to Q-Tip, and God bless him, gave me my deal.
And he was hosting that night. That was the night I met Q-Tip as well. I stepped off stage, and Q-Tip said, "Yo, you nice," and I was like, "Man, I could have floated home after that."
Yo, that's my story. Like whenever everybody asks me, like, what's my industry story? My story is I met him in a studio session, 8 months pregnant. Like, yo, I gotta get a record deal before I had his baby, and he was hosting that weekend. That was the Lyricist Lounge show he was hosting, and I was like, I can show you better than I can tell you,
right?
And he signed me after that. Like, oh, she not for play.
I'm glad I was there to witness that. It was one of the most beautiful things I ever seen.
Well, nice. I love you from the days of Lyricist Lounge.
No doubt.
Talib, what you think about this new Kanye album?
I have not listened to it yet. I feel
Me
like for
neither.
some reason I feel like I'm not in that demographic.
Me neither.
You know,
We
I feel
the
like
same.
I was not. I feel like it's not for me for some reason. I don't know.
It's not.
Okay.
From what I've heard.
I mean, Kanye is somebody who I have an immense amount of respect for. I also have an immense amount of criticism for the man, and I've been public and private with it. But I mean, I love Kanye to death, and Kanye is one of the best musicians that I've ever worked with, ever heard. Kanye has helped me feed my family with how good of a musician he is. So I can never hate on the man. But I know that he makes certain records. He's be in certain headspaces that I'm not necessarily in. And I think maybe at some point, maybe I will be in a headspace to go and listen to that whole record. But I just haven't listened to that or the Drake joint. I'm actually really.
Yeah, me neither.
I think you will appreciate it for its musicianship. It's definitely a mood album. Like, it's not something like, when you want to get in your hip hop zone, you just gonna throw it on. But I think what he did with it is masterful. I did listen to it very, very.
To me, if you're listening to hip hop, that you're supposed to be in a hip hop zone. Like,
no,
what
but
zone are you taking us to?
Well, the reason why I'm
going on and feel some hip hop shit.
No, you're gonna happen
when I go on Gotham today. I heard some. It's
hip hop, but it's gospel. Like, I feel like it's more gospel than hip hop. But
well, 808 and Heartbreaks, that's not hip hop at all. But that album changed the game, and I'm not ashamed to say that I didn't really get that album when it came out. But in retrospect, when you listen to how that album changed the direction of where the music went, I don't think that can be denied.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
for the better.
Say you could,
just because it changed, it doesn't mean it was for the better. That's a whole another thing.
Straight trash.
I think you will listen to it and be like, yo, that's dope how he put this, this rapper with that rapper, or, that's what I like. I like that, he would put two different people together that you would never think you would ever hear them on a record and make it good and bring the best out of everybody on some gospel shit. Like, it's
I gotta be honest. I've never heard Kanye. I'm not someone who's ever heard a Kanye record and been like, that's whack. I don't think that, but I do think that the last couple of albums.
Whoa. No, hold up. There was an album not
a
very
whack
long
album
ago.
No, you're not about to do that to Nas.
There was only. I'm not talking about Nas. What are you talking about?
What you about to say?
Kanye. Who are we talking about? Did I get?
Never mind. All right, I'm shutting up. All right, nothing. Never mind. I'm shutting up.
What y'all mean talking about?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hang on. She just muddled the conversation. Are we talking about Kanye right now? Right.
Yeah, I thought you was about
Nas into it.
Because I thought you was about to say no. There is because his statement was
he said he never heard a whack song from Kanye, and I'm like, hang on a second.
No, I thought no. He was saying you never heard a rapper on some Kanye shit, right?
No. I was saying I never heard a whack song, like a song from. I heard songs from Kanye that I'm like, that song ain't for me.
Okay.
But I ain't never heard a song where I'm like, oh, that shit just trash.
Okay, I misunderstood you because because I was talking about the rappers he put together, and and then I thought you said I never heard nobody whack on Kanye shit, and when you said hold on, I thought you was about to get on that Nas album. I heard you wrong.
I don't know. I mean,
no, that is triggering.
Still away.
I like the Nas album.
I love the Nas album. Everybody shits on that album.
I didn't hear it.
I was about to get triggered.
It's pretty good.
I didn't hear it.
I was about to get triggered.
I didn't hear it.
You heard Nasir.
But go back to this. What's this whack?
Oh, Nasir.
The Nasir album was Kanye. Kanye did it. But what's this whack Kanye album? You said it was whack album.
I forget the name of it. It was. I guess it was the one. What was his first gospel album he put out? Didn't he put out a first gospel one?
The one right before
that came out in the pandemic, right?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, that album wasn't
There was
for me.
some bad shit on there. Like I remember we were driving from like North Carolina back to New York, and it was like it was painful almost. It was like seriously, there was one song on there that I really liked.
But I'm gonna have to get this song from you. We have to talk off record. But music is subjective, so that's perfectly.
Yeah, well, he subjected me to some bullshit. That's
I can't stand you.
oh shit.
Donda is a more perfected gospel fusion hip hop album.
I'm not into gospel music. See, that's the thing, and that's just me. Like I remember there was a barber shop that we used to go to called the Big Three in New Rochelle, and some gospel dudes, you know, like their father had like a church or some shit in the Bronx. So these dudes played nothing but gospel in the fucking barbershop.
But I gotta say, I think that might just be the 5%er in you, bro, because I think the gospel music that should be sounding gorgeous.
Hell yeah.
Yo, listen.
Donda is beautiful.
Listen, I went through phases. Listen, I went through phases of hating it. But then you had to sit there for like 3 hours sometimes.
It might just be on a Jesus talk because musically,
at some point,
incredible.
yes, musically, you're like, okay, well, goddamn, these are some good ass harmonies.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, these motherfuckers can play these fucking instruments.
Right.
You start to like
they sang,
appreciate the shit that's in it, but at the same time, like, give me the Lord, like just all like that is just would like
I know what you're talking about.
I would just be happy to get out of the barbershop. Just put it that way.
I know what you're talking about.
Even after appreciating it.
Kamar, you make gospel music for the gods though.
Yeah, but it feels, you know, and I guess that feels good to them. You see what I'm saying? Like
I know what you're saying though.
It just didn't feel right to me. Like it just didn't feel good.
You don't want to hear Jesus.
I dated a gospel singer, man.
Sad gospel too, like you know, like the up gospel, okay, but that's sad
I dated
gospel.
a gospel singer for 2 years. That shit, I had to go to her fucking. I had to go see her the solo shit. I got to see all those purple suits and shit like that. But Jesus. One song, and the runs be like,
Jesus, and it's just like,
yep. And
all
the
right.
songs never end, and then be like,
but I think gospel music is the foundation of all, in my opinion.
You damn
and I'm
right.
somebody who's not a Christian. I'm not a churchgoer. You know what I'm saying? But gospel music is the foundation of all like
R&B,
jazz, soul, funk,
house
music,
deep house.
It all of that because it's really, you know, jazz and the blues and Negro spirituals, what they used to call back in the days. But that's why Kanye. I personally feel like Kanye's been doing gospel for a minute. Get By is gospel music. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye was talking about bleached assholes over Pastor T.L. Burnett. You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? Kanye been doing gospel music, and I feel like that's a reason for his success.
What the fuck he did?
Yeah, he did. That was a gospel sample.
That was a gospel sample, and they let him use it. He was talking about bleached assholes. Look at the power of money, baby. Look at the power of money. Because the pastor turned the blind eye said, well, it's not that bad.
You know the church is going to
cleanliness is next to
cleanliness is next to godliness. He is talking about bleaching the asshole.
Always going to take a donation,
that is a form of disinfecting the asshole. I say we take this money from the brother Kanye.
I got two homeboys that do gospel rap. Shout out to the Christian Brothers. That's their names.
Oh, that's their name?
The Christian Brothers. Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that their born name or that's their rap name?
No, that's their rap group name. Christian Brothers.
Isn't that the wine dudes?
They two dudes from around the way that do gospel rap.
That might as well be their name. Two dudes from around the way.
No,
Y'all,
but
everybody
Christian
just
Brothers is just as generic.
it's funny because Christian Brothers is liquor.
Yeah, it's a liquor.
Yeah,
I thought it
that's
was
a good
liquor,
brand.
man.
Is
I
it?
used
It
to drink
is.
that back in the
Yeah.
day.
I never
I used
heard
to
of that.
Mix that with orange juice.
What kind of
That
liquor
Yeah.
is Christian Brothers? See, I'm not a drinker. I'm a smoker. What is Christian Brothers?
It's
Educate me.
brandy, right?
Yeah, it's
It's
like
like
a
brandy or wine or some shit. Christian Brothers.
It's like old
Mhm.
shit that old winos used to drink when they used to
Yeah, it's
call
like
them
old
winos.
wino shit, like big old jug Christian Bro. I used to stock that shit in the grocery store when I was in high school.
Let me shout out D1, a Christian rapper, he dope, and shout out Lecrae, he dope. I think it's very hard to be a dope Christian rapper. It's not too
Yeah,
many.
because some Christian rap is horrible.
It's a lot more
Stinks.
dope. It's a lot more dope Muslim rappers for some reason.
Yeah, why is that?
Yo,
Why is that?
Christian rock, you wanna be tortured? Christian rock is so horrible. Woo! That shit stinks.
how does that work?
No, you ever seen Christian rock? Oh, they be like let's rock for Jesus. Woo! Jesus Christ is my friend. Woo! What the? Woo! Yo, where's the devil? We need some devil.
You can't boo a Christian.
I'll boo the shit out of him. I'll boo him in the devil's uniform.
Ain't Creed, that's a Christian
Right,
rapper.
Creed, right?
Yeah.
But that song was the shit though. Can you take me higher? It doesn't sound like one. But the other ones, hey, let's rock for Jesus and the Lord. Nope.
He's a nope.
Boo! I will boo them in a devil's costume.
But all of our favorite classic R&B records are gospel. I want to thank you.
Hell
Heavenly
yeah.
Father. All that's gospel.
Now that's some gospel, but that was like a different
R&B.
kind. That's almost like hip hop.
Yeah, that's the way
That's
you
like-
hide it though. You
The
gotta
way that
hide
shit
it.
move. Like
Shit,
that,
Yeah,
was
that
good
Kirk
shit
Franklin
right
going
there.
on.
Even back in
Clark.
Even back in the disco era, there before the grace of God, they go. I
Digga, you should DJ.
I
You should
should,
DJ.
yo, Lyric is DJing her ass off now. She's actually like a resident DJ at the Mondrian Sky Bar. I'm like, you know what?
Say word.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
that.
Like, he's like, if she could do it,
I'm like, well, no, but it
Everybody's
actually
a damn DJ.
it
though.
inspired no, but it did inspire me. I'm like, okay, in real life, all of my songs, I'm yelling all over the place. At some point, I'm gonna pass out on stage if I don't find something else to do
Why you
with
think I
myself.
started DJing and podcasting?
Hey, bruh. And all my songs, like my 20-year-old self didn't consider like my 50-year-old self having to run around. This for my niggas and bitches make up moves. Like, I can't do all of that.
Yo, Bahama D said the same shit to me. I seen her in Puerto Rico at a show. She said, yo, I was writing too many big words back in the day that I gotta say now.
Shit.
oh shit, right?
Yeah.
Or sometimes the tempos was faster than you'd like to be saying. Now.
All of it, man.
And
I'm
I'm pitch that down just a little bit.
and I'm barking on everything. Like
Everything.
This is real. So this conversation just got real. Get off the lawn.
If you're just
You kids
joining
with your
us,
damn skateboards.
if you just join us, we're with Diamond D, Talib Kwali. They have a new album out called Gotham. If you don't know, now you know. Go get it. It's streaming everywhere. What label is this on? Actually, is this?
It's a joint thing with Diamond Mine and Javoti, right? That's what it is. Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's my honor and my pleasure to be doing this with my brother, man. Like, I just feel blessed. I've been part of a lot of collaborations, and I like collaboration better. As you know, I just with High Tech and Most Def and Madlib, Styles
Right.
P, Knife Wonder. So it's a series of collaborations, but this one is special because this is the root of this tree. Right.
So are y'all going on the road with this? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean the world's starting to open back up. Diamond just hit me about that today.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Okay. Well, if you need somebody to come out and do a guest verse,
No doubt. You come out like this for my niggas.
Hey guys, I gotta go.
Okay, Free God. I mean,
Yeah.
Got a show downtown.
Yeah, at the
Hey,
cellar. Where you at the cellar?
I'm at the cellar. Right across. I'm at Village Underground.
Oh, Village Underground. Okay, there you go.
Yes, Talib
Well,
is very
shit.
familiar with that area.
If y'all are in Manhattan, you
It's a
know,
good time. I recommend it.
go check
Yeah, I'm
out
about
my
to go
brother
head down there.
at the Village Underground.
If y'all in Austin, Texas, on Saturday, I'm DJing. I'm doing a not Saturday, excuse me. Next Tuesday, I'm doing a party every last Tuesday. I'm doing a residency in Austin at the Native Hostel. So come through next Tuesday. I'm doing that.
nice. Okay.
But Diamond D, pleasure, brother.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Let's chop it up soon.
Chop it up next time.
Yeah, no
And
doubt.
Talib, I know I'll run into you.
So
I've been
I
hanging
know
with
I'll run
Talib.
into
We
you.
be in different cities.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
I see
Talib's
Godfrey
coming.
all
I'm
the
like,
time.
he's here.
Like once a
He's
week.
here?
Talib be everywhere, yo. For real. You be everywhere.
doubt.
So good to see you. Digger.
My
Jay.
brother.
Free
Peace.
God.
Yes,
Peace. So let me ask you, when it's time to do these shows and shit, are y'all willing to take that bang bang boogie in order to perform and be out on the road? Are you willing to take that thing in your arm?
You want to go first, Diamond?
That's like asking folks how much money they make. You can't do that.
Right.
Jamar.
That's like asking somebody who they voted for.
That's
personal.
That's
Well,
personal now.
I mean, I don't think anything's wrong. You know,
I mean,
you don't ask them while they're in the booth, but afterwards.
so that y'all
Who'd
know,
you vote for?
I'm already vaccinated. I've been vaccinated for a couple months now.
Oh wow, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I am. I got the Pfizer.
Ah,
Yeah.
the boys that make the blue pill.
I know people. I can't wait to see the comments on this podcast. Me saying I'm vaccinated.
I mean, there's people that
teach his
agree
own,
with
you know what I
it
mean?
and people that don't. Like, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't think now, being that you have it, do you feel that everyone should be forced to take it?
No, I don't think anybody should be forced to take it. And I'll go a step further to say that I don't think anybody is necessarily being forced to take it. I say like this. Lord Jamal is somebody.
Technically they are. They're trying.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're making mandates in terms of how businesses have to interact, but people can still make whatever decisions they want. I'm not somebody who would ever shame an anti-vaxxer ever. I'm not someone who would ever say that anyone should have to get vaccinated. I have friends who are vaccinated. I have friends who don't believe in it. Like, I follow Lord Jamal on Instagram and I follow DL Hughley on Instagram. These are two people who see the situation vastly differently. I tend to agree with DL more and the things he says, but I'll be honest with you. I think that it becomes hard for us to have conversations when we are having these type of conversations online and there's not someone in the conversation who is an actual expertise on the situation. It's like somebody having a rap conversation and a real rapper is not in the conversation. And so that's the one pushback I will give. And I also say that when I look at vaccines, I've been to Nigeria, I've been to Lagos, and I've seen people with polio. And it's sad, bro. It's very sad to see people with polio. And when you look at smallpox is largely eradicated. Certain other things, Spanish flu, what they used to call back in the days, these things have been eradicated from vaccines. So are vaccines perfect? Hell no. Are they guaranteed? Hell no. Is there a risk? Absolutely. But I think for each individual, you got to weigh that risk. And if it makes sense for you, just like anything, I mean, we take a risk. We talk about putting poisons in our body. We drink alcohol for fun, and that's poison. You know what I'm saying? But we weigh that risk depending on how healthy we are. So I really do think it's up to the individual. And I will say that I'm in a privileged position as an artist because I'm not someone whose livelihood is affected by a decision to whether or not I'm going to get vaccinated. So I do think that there are people out there who may be anti-vax or may have questions and don't want to get it, but have to get it for their job. And that's a decision that seems hard to me. That's not a position that I envy. But I can't speak to that struggle because I'm not going through that struggle.
Diamond?
I haven't taken it.
I haven't taken it.
Just to keep it a buck, you know what I mean?
I hear you. But do you plan on it, or you're just not fucking with it?
I mean, I doubt it. I mean, you know, I'm on the fence, but I doubt it. You know.
Okay.
You?
Okay.
You?
Huh?
You asking this guy?
I already know the answer.
You're asking the wrong one.
Okay.
Listen,
right.
but
I already
we
know.
should have the freedom to, you know what I mean, and do what you. First of all, like you said, that is a crazy question. Oh, it's like asking somebody if they're, you know, who you voted for and all of that. But we're all being, this is being put upon all of us.
We're all being forced to disclose that information.
Yeah, our medical information, which is crazy, which is supposed to be illegal. You're not supposed to ask me for some medical papers upon entering an establishment and all of that. This is just crazy. So I'm just saying, if you with it, that's cool. But if you're not with it, you shouldn't feel like you're criminalized and now you're putting me into some code word like anti-vaxxers. That's a negative term right there. Like just calling that has a negative connotation to it. And to call people that is a code word for a whole lot of other shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, can y'all give me? I want y'all to educate me right now because as I was saying anti-vaxxer out of my mouth just now, even as I was saying it, I didn't like saying it. Not because I didn't feel like it's not accurate, because I think it is accurate. I think if you're anti the vax, you are an anti-vaxxer. But I do agree with you that the term is being used. Like, I do agree with you that people who are on that take offense to that term and be like, yo, I'm not even anti-vax. I'm just pro the freedom to make the decision I want to make. So is there another term that I could use when I'm having these conversations so I don't trigger people?
Well, I think the biggest difference is you like there are people that are clearly like against vaccine anything. Mm-hmm. Like that is, you know, the Hasidic Jews, right? They went through a big ordeal because they don't take vaccinations. There was the measles outbreak. So there's what I call anti-vaxxers, and then there are people that just are hesitant about this vaccine. I wouldn't necessarily. So I wouldn't, because
most of us got, not all of us, most of us got them shots.
Had to get shots when you went to school, like all the way up to you were like 12 years old. So
we had to get shots when we went to Africa at some point back in the days.
Me as well,
and take malaria pills and all of that. And I didn't really think nothing of it back then. You understand what I'm saying? But your education level, level changes as well, though. You understand?
Right.
Yeah. That was a tough decision for me to get vaxxed to go to Africa, but I was like, what am I not gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, at that point, that's what I was saying. We thought that going to Africa was like the greatest thing you could ever do. Now we were going to Nigeria. We didn't know how it was going to be. All we knew is we was going to Africa, and there was nothing that was going to stop us from going to the motherland. Like, you know what I mean? Even though we was like, damn, they want you to. All right, fuck it, we got it.
I think that. You hit the nail on the head. I think you weigh the risk depending on what you're trying to do in this life.
You thought the reward is going to be right. Yeah. So yeah, we did it at that time, but my knowledge of vaccines and all that wasn't that vast either. Like, you know, from what I know now and what this is, you know,
I think everybody needs to stop talking about it and keep their personal decisions to themselves and do what
if they'd allow you to do that, that'll be cool. But you know, if I want to go sit down in a restaurant right now in Manhattan, they're going to want me to disclose my medical information. They're going to ask me for some sort of medical proof, which is some bullshit, it's some bullshit. And people will say, oh, well, they ask you for proof for other things. Well, hey, we've given away a lot of fucking freedoms prior to this. So don't bring up all the freedoms that we've given up in the past and act like, oh, well, you do it for that. Well, maybe we shouldn't do it for that. Maybe we shouldn't be fucking showing driver's licenses and all this stupid shit that we fucking been letting
I do think
motherfuckers have the authority over us for certain shit.
I mean, I do think we have a choice to participate in the society to a degree or not. You know, it's like there's people, we all know people who live like Moors. You know, we all know people who don't pay taxes, people who live off the land, people who, you know, like, I think that's now is the time to make that decision. Like, how much of the society do you really want to participate in, knowing that it's going to be like this?
Right. Or you could just, or I don't have to go sit in your restaurant. I can just Uber eat. Thank you. I mean, you know, I think really it really comes down to when it starts to affect a person's livelihood is when they, you know, ask themselves that question, like, okay, like, all right, in real life, the rent due in 14 days. Fuck is we talking about here?
Well, yeah. Just curious. Because, you know, you got these venues and shit that's gonna, you know, some of them gonna act like, oh, they come in here, even though, watch, it's gonna be more for the people. You're gonna see certain people. Listen, you can come in. Not everybody's really got it just in here. It's just you know what I mean? You're the performer. You can come in, but the rest of you motherfuckers.
I mean, yeah, and a lot of those inconsistencies, we see in that already. I mean, you know, as someone who's gotten vaxxed, I don't understand. I really don't understand. Like, you walk into a restaurant with the mask, and then once you sit down, you take off the mask, or the server's got to wear the mask.
You got to put it back on.
There's a lot of it that don't make sense, and I think that the lack of explanation for the things that don't make sense make people feel even more rightfully concerned.
Because you start to say, what is this really about? You know what I mean? What is it really about? Is it about control, conformity?
I will say this though. I will say that. I mean, and I don't know. Some people don't believe Corona is real. I spoke to a guy who's not down with the vax, but he understands the sickness is something he could catch. He has pre-existing conditions. A friend of mine today, he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna get the vax because I don't like what I'm reading about the vax, but I still know the disease is real. I have a friend of mine that I went out to dinner with Sunday night who hit me like, yo, I tested positive and I got some symptoms. I was like, fuck, I was really close up on you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the vax might have helped me in that situation. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I feel you. I've been going to funerals nonstop for the last 2 months, so something is killing folks.
Yeah, whether or not it's actually what they say it is.
Yeah,
we can. There's a sickness in the air.
Hello,
and
water or
whether,
food or something.
Or yeah, is it in the air or is it in the food? See, I tend to believe that it's not necessarily. Yes, there is something, but it's not necessarily contracting it the way that they want you to believe you contract it by us being close together and we got to wear masks and all that bullshit. Like, that's not how we're getting it. I could almost guarantee this shit is in the food. Read the P.W. Botha letter. Do you remember the P.W. Botha letter? That was in the 80s where this
South Africa thing.
Yes, and he was describing we need to put it in their brews and put it in their foods and all.
Well, the fact is, and the God's been saying this for a long time, and the Nation of Islam been saying this for a long time, and the Rastafarians been saying this for a long time, and Dr. Sebi been saying this for a long time. The fact is that, you know, if you're taking care of your diet, that will stave off and a lot of things. You can have a holistic diet that'll keep you healthier than all this processed food we eating out here, and that really is the key to life.
And medicines
and all that, you know. And I'm somebody who doesn't live completely like that, but I live as close to that as I possibly can.
Somebody's like, fiberglass masks cause respiratory issues. Holla. But yo, so man, anything else we need to cover? Like, what else you got going on? First of all, I love your fucking your podcast and shit like that.
Thank you, man. I need it because, you know, I got some questions for you too. I need you on the podcast.
Come on,
and Digger, we was gonna plan it out. We got to replan it. We had set up a date for Digger and then we didn't get it done. But I actually got to do all my research for Digger, which was really fun to go back. I spent a whole couple of days. Let's film
You
this
should
shit
sound
right
in
now.
Cali, though, right? You should sound in Cali. You do it in Cali,
Yeah,
yeah?
Cali, we back live now.
Yes, I haven't
Okay.
been to Cali in a minute, but I need to get my ass out there,
Yeah.
man.
I'll get out there for you, my brother.
No, we gonna do it. I need y'all.
It's the least I could do. You gave me one of my classic hip hop tunes.
No doubt. And you did the same for me.
Yo,
Word.
Dig, I wanted to ask you, back when you were signed to Q-Tip's label for that brief period, was
Mhm.
that around the time you came to my house in South Orange? You remember you came there one time?
Maybe.
Because
Probably.
you wasn't with Flip Mode yet.
So it had to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I was about to say, did I have on Carhartt construction Tim? The Dickie jumpsuit was like my maternity outfit. That was like my hip hop maternity stage outfit, a Dickie jumpsuit.
Yeah.
So if I look like that, then yeah, it was definitely pre-flip mode.
I remember Diamond at the Bronxwood crib. Remember the Bronxwood?
Yeah, that's right.
Crib
Paulding
on
Avenue.
Paulding.
Paulding
Paulding?
Avenue, yeah.
Yeah.
Then from
Yeah, I
there,
went to that South Orange crib.
Mhm.
right, yeah, that's
I stole my
Digga came
mom's
there
car
too.
to go to Diamond's crib.
Yo,
Yeah, that's when he was getting some more bread at that point. Like he was moving on, right?
Rappers moved to New Jersey, yeah.
Hell yeah.
South Mountain.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I think I ran into Digga at like a Greek fest or some shit, I think.
where in
South
Jersey?
Mountain.
Oh yeah. Oh, South Mountain Reservation. Yeah.
Right. My house is right over there.
Yo, everybody slid to South Orange. Thought over there. I mean, Lauren been there. Like she grew up like 1 block away from me. Like we literally like the tracks separate us. Like I'm on the North side. She was on the South Orange side.
I seen you at Lauren's house too around that time when y'all was working on that music.
Yep. Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Well, listen, I want to thank y'all for coming through. This was definitely a great one.
Thank you for showcasing our album too, man. It's like means a lot because we did it for y'all. We did it. The album is called Gotham because it's dedicated to old New York, and so we did it for people who was there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And it sounds like it. It sounds like it's for us. It sounds like it's not for, you're trying to cater to anybody else but us, like real hip hop aficionados.
No doubt.
Even down to like, I think it was the last song where y'all finally had some scratching or some shit on the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like
we just put out a video for that joint last week too.
Yeah, I need to see that just to round it out. Because once I heard that, I was like, there wasn't no scratching anywhere else, huh? Maybe, okay. If I was going to criticize, maybe I'd say a little more scratching.
More scratching.
You know what I mean? Okay. Because,
make a note for part 2. More scratching.
That's something that they, leave out of hip hop a lot. That
and what's crazy is Talib said, I haven't really done a lot of joint for scratches. I never really thought about it. You know what I mean? It just happened organically.
Yeah. I think we need to be incorporating it a little more. Just, because that's an element, man. Like we all saw when with the verses with Jadakiss and the Locks and all of that, how they interacted with the DJ. Like part of the reason why they won, is because they unified with the DJ and had actual like almost old school routine shit going on. Right. That's what the fuck that was about. So yeah, let's give the DJ some love.
Shouts out to DJ.
Yeah, shout out to the DJ. Shout out technician. You said what?
I was talking to my barber.
Oh, shout out to the barber. You got the barber at the crib?
At the hotel.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get you
no doubt.
Line up one.
No doubt. Shout out to JC.
That's right.
Shout out JC. We appreciate you coming through, lining niggas up. Well, yeah, man. Gotham is the album, y'all. Make sure you go out and get that right fucking now. Go stream it. You know what I mean? Well, it ain't like go physically get it. Y'all got physical copies? Or you
we got physical. You can go to qualityclub.com, get the physical album. And you got and Diamond, we just put out with Fat Beast the vinyl instrumental.
I was gonna say you got vinyl going on.
You got vinyl,
Yeah.
and CD.
It's Gotham out. We gotta have vinyl for this.
On. There we go.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's clap it up for vinyl.
I love and appreciate y'all. Let's do it again. And y'all have an open invite to my show, and I hope I can come on the show again.
Absolutely.
For
This is your
sure.
second. This is
I was
your
about to
second
say,
time, brother.
and I missed the first one, so I'm happy I was able to catch this.
Aha.
Salute to you,
There
too.
you go. See, man.
No doubt.
Right?
Oh, hang
Yeah.
on. Wait, before you go, I got to ask you one question.
Uh-huh.
Upcoming battle between Vado and Saigon. Who you got?
Is that happening?
That's
Yes.
happening October 3rd in Atlanta. And
And
I'm a correspondent for it, so I got to get all these sound bites.
I don't know. I don't know they battle stats. I've not.
What does your instinct tell you? Just what does your gut say? Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Politician.
I can't say. I don't know enough. To me, I'll be honest with you.
Are you running for something, brother? Are you
No, I'm
running
not
for
running for
office?
something. I'll tell you like this. I don't know enough. Like I know Vado from his work with Cameron, and for me, they was making more club bangers type of shit. With Saigon, I got a record with Saigon. He's more street. So just on that surface,
Right.
me not really knowing,
Okay.
I would automatically assume it's Saigon, but Vado might have shit that I don't know about. I have some shit I don't know about.
Hey,
And this is
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying. My initial thing is I said Saigon because
Right.
I don't know Vado to be a battle rapper or anything
Right.
like that.
But he might surprise us.
He might fucking surprise us. Why are they doing this in the first place? But
Yeah.
my
Hip-hop.
initial thing, I said Saigon. I'm not ashamed to say it. God
hey,
damn.
It's good for the
we've
culture.
seen the underdog turn it around, so
Yeah,
never
the
say never.
The coach is the winner.
Well, Saigon is winning with the memes and shit right now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, go
If
check
you
it
go
out.
on his fucking page, he is fucking hilarious right now with this. Like he's going through all the new school battle moves, like because that's part of the
Right.
battle now these days.
Right.
It's not just about showing up that day. It's about
Right.
hitting them with the pre-jabs and shit online
Right.
and all.
Right.
That's what you got to do now. That's
No doubt.
crazy. But this is. Saigon is playing the game beautifully.
No doubt.
Shout out to Saigon.
All
No,
right,
shout
y'all.
out to both
All
of
right,
them.
Joe.
Well, I
All right.
appreciate y'all.
Y'all. Thank y'all.
One love.
Ladies and gentlemen, Diamond D and
All right.
Talib Kwali. Gotham. All right. We just did that damn thing.
Yeah, we got some jokes, we got some serious, we got some politics and religion. How about that?
Come on, we ran the gamut.
And hip hop.
We ran the gamut and hip hop. Well,
Nice.
all right. I appreciate everybody for coming through. If you
Word.
hadn't already, make sure you click that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Wait, we're coming back tomorrow night? Yes,
We are coming back tomorrow night.
tomorrow night. And who are we gonna have?
We are gonna have Saigon in the building tomorrow. I'm gonna reconfirm that tomorrow morning, but as of now, we have Saigon coming. He gonna talk his shit.
So wait, Vado's not coming? Where's Vado?
No, we're not. Well, we're not gonna have them together. Vado's working it out now. Initially we were gonna shoot for Friday, but the weekend comes and everybody's motion is like whatever. So between now and October 3rd, we're definitely gonna have Vado.
Okay.
And more than likely we're having Saigon tomorrow.
Oh, Slick Rick. Yeah. We can do some Slick Rick.
Oh, for sure.
MC Ricky D. All right.
Shouts out to the doggy snoring in the background. That's gonna be like a permanent
Right, but it's getting to the point where you're not really noticing because oh shit.
hello.
I just hit the shit. Because he does it so much that it's just like, all right, y'all are ignoring it how I've been ignoring it. Like
he's like part of the
you're part of the ambiance.
Ambiance,
Yeah. This is part of that Godcast ambiance.
Mhm.
Snoring dogs in the background, relaxing. It's giving that whole at-home effect. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on, real quick. You been watching the Wu-Tang series?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, you caught up? Latest
Hell
episode.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Man, I love this fucking
I love
show.
that show. Every time I
love that show.
Every time I see that show, I say to myself, I gotta do this with my outsider crew, yo. I gotta do this. Everybody wants to do this with their crew.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of history with flip mode. My outsider niggas in Jersey,
Mhm.
I like it's certain stories that like I have to put it in a film. Like it wouldn't even make sense being told. Like how do I explain that these niggas was fighting on a plane and ended up fighting on a luggage carousel with the carousel? It's like you can't just tell that story. It's like you gotta watch it. So I'm dying to do this shit with the outside.
Somebody said that Wu-Tang show is fake though. Hey, all shows are fucking fake
mean,
to a degree.
of course, there's
It's gonna have
embellishing,
embellishment and all of that type of shit. But it's a well-told story. The basic outline of it is true. We know that because we know what the fuck happened.
And there's good enough actors in it that's making like Ghostface is making me feel like I'm looking at Ghostface. Divine is making me feel like I'm looking at Divine. Even Power character, Old Dirty, like they really like they making me feel that shit. I'm still on the fence about RZA's character, but
but I mean, he's
he is embodying RZA, so
he's carrying the shit, but it's like at the same time,
it feels like it feels like he's trying too hard. But
trying too hard to talk like the RZA.
Yeah,
I feel like if we all came together, we could maybe say, make this music.
Yo, you sound just like the nigga. Yes. Oh my god.
Make this music, because we all brothers, Yeah,
that is. I don't know if it was that much in season 1. I feel like it wasn't that much in season 1. Like it feels really ramped up now.
Shout out LJ Brown.
2. I'm animated.
Shout out to the cast. I ain't seen Rod Diggin this animated since the ending of 13 Ghosts. I don't know why it just made me laugh.
Because I'm having fun. I miss you guys.
Yes. Yeah, man. This Wu-Tang shit.
See, somebody said RZA was dramatic though, but to my understanding, he is like that in real life. I mean, what am I saying to my understanding? I work with the nigga. He is like that in real life.
Yeah, but not like this guy. Like, I don't know. It's just this guy.
It's that
this guy
talking.
is playing him like, you know what I mean? And the way,
that talking.
Shout out to my brother Reality. He really does not like the way this guy fucking talks. He was like, yo, is this guy even getting worse?
He said it's getting worse. That's what I said. Like this season.
That's what my brother said.
This season, it seems way more ramped up than it wasn't. It wasn't that that was noticeable in season 1. I feel like now it's really extra doing it, and I don't know why.
Yeah. But all in all, I feel like it's a really it's a great show. It's really put together. It's got great acting. I can't wait till every Wednesday when you know what I mean. This shit come on. I'm right fucking there.
I didn't see today's though. I'm about to.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you caught up? Yeah, I saw today's.
I'm about to get right to it when I get off here.
Okay.
No, yeah. I just got in from the A this morning.
Okay.
I was driving through the night.
Yeah, well, this is it's a good episode. You know what I mean? It's a good episode. You've been watching Raising Canaan as well?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All colored up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was dragging a little bit to me. I'm like, can we get to the meat and potatoes? I feel like he's dragging it out because he's probably gonna make this a few seasons. I wanted to hurry up and get to like
Well, the
when
season finale is next week, and then BMF is coming.
Right. I do kind of want to hurry up and get to like him hooking up with Ghost and Tommy, but it's like we just
That's
gotta
what I keep saying. Me and my brother's like, when does Ghost get in the fucking picture?
yeah,
Like, you
but
know what
it's
I mean?
that's what I'm saying. It's like we're getting your whole high school backstory and shit. Like, can we get to the but I
That
think it's about
whole
to get there.
fucking juke story. Oh gosh.
But
Like,
I mean, I guess they gotta explain it because of because of how prominent
man,
her character was in.
now it's too much explaining.
I guess they had to put it in context
she just was
for the
getting on
adult
my
her.
nerves. It was just getting on my nerves. And then the girl that plays her, I don't know, man. It's one of those things, man.
Her acting may or may not
bothering me a little
may
bit.
not love her acting.
The
It's
way
something
that she's trying
she's doing with her eyes.
yeah. The way she tries to act so hurt over, like, and it's just.
Well,
Yeah.
we love the baby.
But all in all, that's another good one too. I'm not mad. I definitely like that better than the one with Tariq, the spinoff. The Tariq spinoff wasn't really feeling that. Although I'm happy for like Mary J and Method Man and shit like that on that one, but just something about that little nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you know what? He played his character so well
that you just
that
don't
we
like
hate
him.
him. We don't like him.
him.
We don't want to see him win. We hate him for killing
Great actor.
Ghost.
You're a great actor.
That's
yeah.
so
I'm about to say, I don't like your fucking ass.
You're so good. I want you to die for what you did to your father.
I want you, you piece of shit, you ungrateful piece of shit.
Are you an American Horror Story fan at all?
No, not at all. That's something that my daughter watches, actually.
Okay.
Oh, but here's what I wanted to talk about also, speaking of TV shows. Now, and I spoke to you about this. I haven't been watching it, but I used to watch this show. So apparently, do y'all know what's going on Big Brother? Okay, so apparently Big Brother has never had like a black winner, right? Like a lot of these, like The Bachelor and all this type of shit. Although they've had black people on there, it was always more stacked with white people in the fucking house. So this season, they had like a bunch of black people, like 6 black people, I guess, in the house. And that was like, you know what I mean? Black people were pretty much the majority in the house. So the black people decided early, and I heard a sister came up with this, decided early to form an alliance. And they named the alliance The Cookout. They named the alliance The Cookout, and only black people was invited to the cookout. Well, guess what? Their motherfucking strategy worked, and all the white people got voted out the house, and it's only black people left. Then once it became only black people, then it became like a guys against girls type of thing, I'm hearing. But
I was about to say now, how does their allegiance get tested?
The girl that came up with the shit, you know, they voted her ass out because she was too strong. If she was smart enough to get rid of these white people, well, God damn it, you know, we got to get rid of you because when it's time, because that means you fucking powerful. So they got rid of her ass, from what I understand. So yeah, I don't know if y'all is keeping up on this type of shit, because I ain't watched no goddamn Julie Chen and Big Brother in a long goddamn time. But I heard that's what's happening, and I'm just kind of thinking, you know, is there a lesson to be learned here? You know, like
well, I like
together for the common good of each, you know what I mean?
I like the cookout idea. I don't know if I love the guys against the girls, though.
Well, no, I don't like the deteriorating into that. But what I'm saying, the basic idea of They came together as Black people in order to accomplish a goal. Listen, we're going to make sure that a Black person wins this. And,
Right.
you know what I mean? So in order for us to do that, we have to move as a team. We have to vote together. You know what I mean? We have to strategize and move as one. And
let this serve as a precipice for the real world.
That's what I'm saying. Let that example right there in that little small microcosm there are things that we can learn from what they did. Not everything, not when it broke down into, okay, once they did it, now we're going to take sexual sides, because that's some bullshit too. That's not us. That's the other man's mentality. We don't have a problem with our women, really. Only we've adopted shit that's given us cause problems. But anyway, that's the whole next thing. But the just the idea of working together in order to achieve victory, I think, is definitely something that we all can draw from. You know, and I haven't even seen this, but I've just hearing about it sounds very interesting. And
I'd be interested to go binge watch it.
Yeah, I want to kind of look into it and see.
I want to see it from the beginning, how it,
right, how it played out. How did
manifest it?
Like to know the background, maybe of the origin. You know what I mean? Did she have dreads? There's a lot of shit. I'm picturing her sister with dreads. Like, you know what we should do? And then to me, when I first heard that they called it the cookout, like, to me, that was just hilarious. Like the cookout, like, because white people want to be invited to the cookout, and to not invite them to the cookout and call it the cookout was genius. Like, that's my little TV show segment, just going over shows. And I don't, like I said, I don't even watch that shit.
I just started watching. Well, actually, I binged it up into where it's at now. 9 Perfect Strangers. It's like it's an ensemble cast. It actually started. It's kind of slow. Like, I thought it was gonna. I saw a trailer and thought it was about to be crazy, and it's kind of like, but it's Nicole, but it's got Nicole Kidman, it's got Regina Hall, it's got what's his name, Michael Shannon. He
I think I saw a commercial of that.
Man Boy.
Okay.
From
shout out to Regina.
Like, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. It's like 9 people go to like a holistic retreat, and then you think it's about to be jumping off, like, oh shit, what's about to happen? But it's up to episode like 6, 7. It's like, okay, anytime now the shit can happen. But we'll see. Let's see anything else going on.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
But because Godfather Harlem, they can't make enough fucking episodes fast enough for me.
Oh God.
It is what it is. Like, you
that
watch
really is
shows,
the best show.
and then you just get mad when when the season just ends, and you're like, fuck.
That really is the
now
best
I gotta
show.
fucking wait again. Like, you know what I mean? But that is a great fucking show. Why didn't it did it get nominated for Emmys and shit like that? Emmys So White this year. They're saying that nobody Black really got no shit this year. But that's the whole next thing.
No? Oh, I didn't even watch it.
They said Emmys So White, back to the bullshit. But we know how.
I will say what's the name? Kate Winslet of Mayor of Easttown. I believe she might have got like Best Actress. That was a dope fucking series. That's probably one of the best like detective noir series shits that's been put together in a minute. Some HBO shit. That's hard.
Oh yeah, and before we go, I want to shout out my people at Surplus Army and First Line Defense. If you got a invite from me, these are like private invites basically to the Rappers with Rifles event we're going to have November 6th out in PA. So if you get one, then know that you're special because not everybody is getting it. And oh yeah, the money goes to charity. So, but you get a lot for your bread. So yeah, if you got an invite, come fuck with me.
Someone was asking, are they doing anything for children? I know that's a scary.
What do you mean, children?
No,
Okay.
the the boot camp, the shooting boot camp.
Well, not that
not
day,
like
but
kids,
yes.
but
Well, no, they do have gun classes for kids. Yes, they do gun classes for kids. Go to
okay.
surplusarmy.com, and you will see they have different programs that they classes that they give and all that. I mean, the last time I was at the range, there was children out there shooting. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm talking like 9 years old, maybe even 8. Yeah, about 8, 9, 10 years old.
No,
You know what I mean?
that's how it would go. That's how
Little
that's how
kid had his own 22 rifle, knew how to handle it. This shit was crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
that's how
Like,
folks at the range be. They make it a whole family affair. Grandma, everybody.
yes, and gun education, man, is very important. It's very fucking important, and that could save your child's life. A lot of times, these kids
Exactly.
come upon a pistol or a rifle or whatever it may be, don't know anything about it, and this is how they end up killing themselves.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they try to use that as a reason to ban guns and restrict guns. Like,
Yeah.
no, they need to learn how to. When they learn how to use them, they don't. That
They
doesn't
respect
happen.
them. I mean, I was looking, I was like, man, look at little man. He walking around with his pistol, with his rifle all safe and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, wow, this kid, he really knows his shit.
Now on the flip side of that, little John piss him off at school and shit. It might be a long lunch period for somebody, but that's
I don't know though. Like, I don't necessarily feel like just because a motherfucker got, he's gonna now run to school with the shit. Like, that's,
well, typically no.
Yeah,
but
unless you got a mentally ill, and we live in a mentally ill society.
I was about to say,
Mhm.
with everybody stuck at home and all that, the depression, suicide, all that shit is on the rise. And yeah, a lot of folks have been doing a lot of questionable things lately. Like, I got the worst shit going on my phone right now, bro. Let me tell you. Like, I love looking at like babies and puppies. So I'm always just looking at, oh, look at the baby, the Instagram and shit like that. But my phone, I guess because I'm always watching like ID and forensic files and shit like that, I think my phone just hears this. So I always get like news alerts about murders and shit like that. So as of lately, I'm getting like who done murdered they baby alerts, because I guess my algorithms are like directed to babies, but
Baby murders.
but my phone is constantly hearing murder, kill in the background. So
it's
now
like
I got
babies, murders.
yeah. So now I'm getting this
murder.
like so now I'm getting these weird. So now all my news alerts are children that are being murdered. I'm like, wait, no, new algorithms.
This
Yo,
is Curie. Thanks.
technology is crazy like that though. But yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in the world. Like, oh fuck. And you think it's some out of the country shit like, oh, this happened in Maryland. Oh fuck. Like, yeah, it's crazy out here. All right, we just yapping. Bye.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Like, I'm hungry.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right. We appreciate y'all for coming through. Love y'all. Shout out to our guests, Diamond D, Talib Kwali. Shout out to Godfrey. I am Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
Hey.